Hey, what's going on? Welcome back to the Upswing Report. I have my freaking earpods in. Wrong. I don't need these. If you've never been to the channel, we're all about business, fashion, and lifestyle tips for those of us on the upswing in life. You know, life is a roller coaster. Sometimes you're up, sometimes you're going down. But at the end of the day, if you can keep getting back up and keep on the upswing, then that's what we're all about here. Today's video is an unboxing and review of a pair of shoes that Beckett Simonon sent to me. These shoes are relatively high-end dress shoes compared to what I'm used to wearing. I'm not really into the dapper scene, and I'm self-employed, so like literally when I woke up today, I woke up in a onesie pajama and I just started working in that. So that's pretty much my life. That being said, you know, there are occasions where I need to dress up. If I'm going to a conference or whatnot, even still, I'm not the kind of guy that's wearing a super tailored suit and, you know, wingtip shoes, all that jazz. I'm not really about that life. There are more videos out there that are reviewing Beckett Simonon or comparing these shoes to like an Allen Edmond or a Johnston Murphy type shoe, which is almost even, they're even higher end or more expensive than these kind of shoes. This video is not like that. It's not super technical. I'm not looking at all the features in super detail. Those videos are fine and those kind of people are fine, but I'm not a beer snob, I'm not a wine snob, I'm not somebody who's like, oh, I only like that craft beer or this kind of coffee. I'm like a pretty low-key guy in that sense. So if you're more on that type of the side of things, like this video is probably not gonna be super helpful for you. But for everybody else, it's more general and like, you know, kind of keeping things high level, this video is perfect. So the team over at Beckett Simonon reached out and said, hey, Austin, we love what you're doing with the Upswing Report. We wanna send you a free pair of shoes, and in exchange, if you want to do a video, that would be cool. I like checked out their website, looked at their shoes, saw they're really high quality, and they're like $200 or $300. I was like, bet, yeah, you can send me a free pair of shoes, no problem. So here's how the video is gonna go down. I'm gonna give you a little bit of overview on Beckett Simonon, what they're all about. I'm gonna unbox the shoes, and then I'm gonna tell you how I personally would wear them. You know, I got long hair, I'm not some dapper guy like we were talking about earlier. I'm kind of like a streetwear, European vibe with a little bit of dapper in there. That's like my style. So how I personally am gonna wear these shoes, I'll tell you in this video, I'm gonna show you. Then I'm gonna give you a couple cons on the shoes and the company itself that I've already thought of. And then last, I'm gonna give you an overview and then we'll close the video out. So let's get right into it. So Beckett Simonon is a company that makes really high quality leather goods, mostly leather goods, mainly with shoes, and they have bags. They also have belts and some jackets that I've seen, but they mainly stick to shoes. How it works is pretty much if you were to buy a nice high quality pair of leather shoes that you're gonna be wearing for years and years, you're gonna probably pay a high premium for those. What Beckett Simonon has done is they only sell direct to consumer. So that eliminates some of the costs there. That's why they're able to have like a $500 pair of shoes and offer them for like $200 or $300. Second, a thing that they do is they basically have these launches every month where you basically pre-order the kind of shoe that you want, and they're only gonna produce the amount pretty much that they have gotten from pre-orders. So that eliminates Beckett Simonon's excess inventory that most other companies will have if they just project their inventory and they don't know for sure if people are already gonna buy them. And then the last thing is a lot of leather goods or luxury goods companies will use third-party manufacturers for their products, but Beckett Simonon has factories in Portugal and Colombia, I believe, and that's how they make these shoes. They sent me one of their most popular style of shoes called the Durants. So let's bust the box open and get right into it. All right, so here's the unboxing of the Beckett Simonon Durant shoes here. So you can see the gold lettering is very nice on this box. The box itself is pretty high quality. You can see right here, there's a sticker on the top, and this is a very nice floral pattern on the back. Tells you kind of the run, the build, what type of materials used. See calf leather is on there, which is really high quality. We'll get a little bit more into that a little bit in a second here, and it just gives you more information on the shoe that you got. And then in the actual box, it has a nice, upside down again, a little packet here. It kind of tells you a little bit more about the company, how the shoes were manufactured, and more information if you so care about it. But really, probably what you care about is the actual product, shoes. So there are some pretty nice inserts here. Keep your feet nice and comfy. And the actual shoes, you can see right here, there is a extra pair of shoelaces as well. And then each of the shoes comes with a little dust bag to keep your stuff fresh right here. And as you can see, this quality is pretty freaking amazing. It's again, kind of hard to see, so I'll do some close-up shots. but right here, you can even smell, obviously you can't smell it, but I can smell the leather coming through. This color is pretty lit. You can see that it's not super dark, it's a light brown, and you can even feel the leather is amazing right here. So the other one, here are the Durants. Get a couple close-up shots right now. So here's some cool shots of the shoe themselves. You can see the broguing right here. One interesting thing to note is look at on basically the sole right here. It goes all the way around with the stitching. What this is called is Blake construction, and that means that if you are wearing these a lot, which by the way, see the leather at the top here? This is baby cow, AKA calf. Sorry vegans, but this is beautiful, and this is gonna get more and more beautiful over time, and it's gonna just have this nice, sexy leather look over time. But with going back to the sole right here, is a very comfortable leather heel right here, so it's gonna feel nice out of the gate. But if you wear these a lot, what's gonna happen is obviously the sole will get worn down. But because these are Blake construction, which again means that 360 all the way around, it's sewn on, you can get this taken to a cobbler or a shoe person, and what they can do is take them off and replace them. So these things can basically go from 0 to 100. If you replace these in a couple of years when they wear out, or however long you wear them, how long it takes, you can get them back to where they should be, as opposed to other shoes where you're basically gonna have to just throw the shoe away if you start to wear down the heel. So like I said before, I'm not super into the dapper formal scene, gentleman's wear type vibe. I'll take a little bit of that and sprinkle it in my outfits, but it's not like I'm gonna be wearing a tailored suit 24/7 with a full tie, all that stuff. That's not my style. I don't do that. And because the Durants aren't super formal looking, there's a little bit of broguing on there, but they're not extremely brogued where it looks formal. These can be dressed down a little bit more so my kind of style. So I got a couple cons here. First one is about the shoes specifically that I got, and the second one is more so about the company as a whole. So the first con is, you notice the pair of shoes that I had, it's a very distinct, like a lighter brown color. And I have a bunch of belts, and you don't have to always match the belt exactly, especially if it's a brown, to the type of shoe style that you're wearing. That being said, you don't wanna wear a black belt with a brown pair of shoes or vice versa. So ideally, you'd be able to wear the same shade of brown with the brown shoes. However, like I said, these shoes, the leather is very unique looking, and I have a ton of belts, and I can't find one that matches exactly like that. So a trick for that is taking the shoes to a store and being able to compare the leather of the belt, and I can buy a new belt that would match it. So I have probably 7 or 8 brown belts, and not one of them really even matches closely. So that is a con for me for these shoes. Now, the second con comes actually as the company as a whole. So like I said initially, when you buy these shoes, you can't just go to the website and just go and order a pair of shoes. You have to pre-order them. Every month they do that launch. So if you wanna go check out the launch and what they're offering right now, you can go to their website. I'll leave a link in the description. And you have to wait 8 to 12 weeks because these shoes are made for you. They do have a process where they email you and give you updates on the manufacturing process. But if you're looking for a pair of shoes, 8 to 12 weeks is a long time to wait. But if you want a nice high quality pair of shoes for a great price point, then this is your company to go to. So to recap, like I said, these shoes are not something that I would generally go out of my way to buy. I'm a newbie in this kind of whole luxury or high-end shoe market because I don't really wear these shoes all that often. If I was in an office, more formal business attire, I'd probably be more into the whole Allen Edmond, Johnson Murphy style and that whole conversation, but I'm not. The Durants themselves, again, do a great job of balancing formal and informal, almost that business casual line very well. I'll probably do a follow-up video after I get to wear these a little bit more and kind of get the full experience because they do age with time, kind of like fine wine, and get better, theoretically at least. And so I'm excited to kind of report back and give you guys an update after I wear these shoes a little bit more. Thank you, Beckett Simonon, for sending me the pair of shoes. They're beautiful, I appreciate it. and I'm looking forward to do more videos with you in the future. For everybody else, in the meantime, go ahead and check out their website. I'll leave a link in the description. And if you have any questions on this video, the shoes, the company, or anything in general relating to this video, feel free to leave them in the comments below and I will answer every single one of them. All right, so that is it for today's video. Thank you for watching, and remember, keep it upswing. Peace.